Parts of speech or word classes. What do they mean? If we say part of speech, then we are referring to the function a word plays in a sentence. We use words to form sentences. Let us take this example. Abba has bought a nice watch. This sentence consists of words. Let us focus on watch. What did Abba buy? Watch is naming something that Abba bought. Apart from watch, which other words can also replace watch? Abba has bought a nice car. Abba has bought a nice pen. Since the words watch, car, pen will all be naming something in this sentence, we will group them into one category. We will call them nouns because they are naming something. Note that in this sentence, watch here is a noun because it is naming something. Let's have another sentence. Many rich men have watch dogs. We have the same watch in this sentence again. Is it naming something this time? Can we say many rich men have car dogs? No. This means that watch here is playing a different role and which is not a name of anything. So we can't call it a noun. What role is watch here playing? It is describing dogs. What kind of dogs do rich men have? They have watch dogs. So which other words can you use to replace watch? You can say many rich men have big dogs. Many rich men have small dogs. Therefore, watch, big, small will all describe the noun dogs. In English, words that describe nouns are called adjectives, which means that in this sentence, watch is not functioning as a noun. It is not naming anything. It is describing the noun dogs. Therefore, here, the same word has become an adjective because of its function in the sentence. That is the meaning of a word class. So if you want to identify the class that a word belongs, then you should look at the function or the role of the word in the sentence. Here, it was naming something. It was classified as a noun. Over here, it was describing a noun. So we will say it is an adjective. Let's have the third sentence. We watch the match live on television. Here, is watch naming something? No. Is it describing a noun? No. Over here, the role of watch is that it is expressing an action. Therefore, we will call watch here an action word. So we can replace watch with other words like observe. We observe the match live on television. We can also say we see the match live on television. So, in what category will we place these words? Watch, observe, see. They will be called what? They will be called verbs because they are actions. Therefore, to identify a word class, don't just look at the word and say that it is a noun. Over here, watch was a noun. But in this sentence, it has taken a different word class because its role has changed. It has become an adjective since it is describing a noun. Over here, its role changed again because it was expressing an action. So we would call it a verb. That is the meaning of parts of speech or word classes. They are the classes in which words are placed in English. But before you can place a word in a class, then you must focus on the function that the word is playing in the sentence. How many word classes do we have in English? In traditional English grammar analysis, we have 8 word classes. What are these word classes? The first one is nouns. Nouns are naming words. For example, doctor, beach, book, cat. The second word class or part of speech is adjective. Adjectives describe nouns or pronouns. For example, small, beautiful, green, unique. The third word class, let's call it verbs, normally describe actions or expresses a state of being. And verbs also have past forms. So we have swim, has, can, know. They are all verbs. The third word class is adverbs. Adverbs can give us information about verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. Examples are slowly, seldom, very, often. The fifth word class is pronouns. This particular group are words that can replace nouns. For example, he, she, they, someone, who, mine. The sixth category is conjunctions. They combine sentences, words, and phrases. For example, and, since, because, but. The seventh word class will be prepositions. These words show relationship between a noun and another word in a sentence. We have of, because of, in, about. They are prepositions. And the last category of word classes is interjections. These are sentence fillers and they express emotions. Ouch, wow, ah. They are all interjections. So we have 8 word classes in English: nouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, pronouns, conjunctions, prepositions, and interjections. The first 4 word classes, that are nouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, they are called open word classes because they can accept new words. But for the last 4, which are pronouns, conjunctions, prepositions, and interjections, we call them closed word classes. They don't accept new words, but due to inventions, we can add new words or coin new words to this group, which is the open word classes. If there are only 8 word classes, where are we going to place these words? The, an, a. These are articles and they normally come before nouns. Therefore, they belong to a broader category of words that are called determiners. So determiners are always treated as part of nouns because they are the words that limit the range of reference of a noun. So they are always classified under nouns. So these are the 8 traditional word classes in English. Now, the next big question is that how do we identify parts of speech? Let us learn the tricks. To identify a part of speech, you can look at the meaning of the word. Then you ask yourself the function that that word is playing in the sentence. Then you can also observe the position of the word in relation to other words in the sentence. The next one is that you can check to see whether the word has specific inflections. It can be a prefix or a suffix. It can even give you a clue of what word it is. And the last one, which is the most important, is the replacement test. Now, let us see how to apply this to identify the word class of any word in a sentence. Let's have our first sentence. Sentence 1. Let us have another round. What is the word class of round? Is it a noun, a verb, an adjective, an adverb, or what? We can use any of these. First of all, we can look at the function that that word is playing over here. Let us have another. Let us have another what? It means that whatever comes here is naming something that we should have. Therefore, by this, we have even identified the word class of round. We can also use the replacement test to identify the word class of round. We can say, let us have another car. Let us have another bicycle. Let us have another child. Let us have another juice. Now, what is the word class of the words juice, child, bicycle, car? It will be the same word class as round. These words belong to what? They are nouns. This means that round is also a noun. So if car can replace round, then it means that round is a noun. If bicycle can replace round, then it means that round is a noun. Therefore, using the replacement test, any word that can replace that word you are looking at can give you an idea of what this word is about. Another is a determiner. And what did we say about determiners? They precede nouns. Since there is a determiner over here, by the position of round, we can say that it is a noun. In the second example, he bought a round hat. Over here, is round a noun? What function is round playing in a sentence? Over here, round is describing hat. It is not naming anything. What do we call what do we call words that describe? I hope you've seen your answer already. In the same way, we can use the replacement test to verify to see the word class of this particular word. We can say, he bought a big hat. He bought a small hat. He bought a dirty hat. He bought a beautiful hat. So what do you think will be the word class of round? Obviously, it is an adjective because it is describing a noun. You can replace round with these words that are also adjectives. So it means that round is functioning as an adjective. By position, round comes in between an article and then a noun. Any word that comes between an article and a noun can also be called an adjective. So by position, we can verify that round here is an adjective. He turned round. Over here, what is the word class of round? What function is it playing? Here, it is telling us how he turned. So words that describe the manner in which an action is done are called. Let us try to replace round with other words. You can say, he turned quickly. He turned immediately. He turned suddenly. He turned slowly. So what do you think will be the word class of round? Obviously, it will be adverb because all these are adverbs of manner, meaning round here is also functioning as an adverb, telling us how the action was done. So by the replacement test, it is very effective to help you to identify the word class of a word. Now the fourth one, round him up. We have the same word coming here for the fourth time. What word class will be this one? Round him up. Here, it is playing the role of an action. It is telling us what should be done. Therefore, it is expressing an action. So words that express actions are called. Let us try to replace round with other words. We can say, beat him up, chase him up, arrest him up, kick him up. Therefore, all these words will belong to the same word class as round. So what word class or part of speech do you think is round? It is a verb because it is expressing an action. Let us move on to this one. Dancing is my hobby. Most of you are aware that words that contain ing are verbs. But in this sentence, look at it critically. Is it functioning as a verb? Over here, it is not functioning as an action. Rather, it is naming an activity. Therefore, dancing here is naming a hobby. Dancing is my hobby. What is my hobby? Dancing. So here, dancing is a name of an activity, not an action that someone is performing. Meaning, dancing is not a verb here. Let us try to replace dancing with other words. You will see that they will all name hobby. We will say, singing is my hobby. Reading is my hobby. Swimming is my hobby. Writing is my hobby. What is my hobby? All these are my hobbies. Therefore, these are naming activities. So any word that names something, whether a person, an animal, a place, an activity, an event, or whatever, is called a noun. Therefore, in this sentence, dancing is functioning as a noun. It's called gerunds. They end in ing, but they name activities. They don't represent actions. In the sixth one, we have the same dancing. Let us see the word class. He is dancing beautifully. Over here, is it naming an activity? No. It is telling us an action that is being performed by a subject. So, it is an action word. We can replace it with other words such as he is singing beautifully, he is reading beautifully, he is swimming beautifully, he is writing beautifully. So what will be the word class of these words over here? It will be a verb because it is expressing an action. Therefore, one word can belong to different parts of speech based on its role in the sentence. So before you conclude on the word class of a particular word, make sure you pass it through any of these tests. It will help you to verify the word class of the word. Don't just look at the word and then assume that it is a noun or assume that it is a verb. It can be used in a different way which will not even be what you are thinking. Now, solve this. It will make us live for a long time. It will make us live. What is the word class of us? You can replace us over there with him. It will make him live. It will make her live. It will make us live. It will make it live. Us in this sentence is functioning as a pronoun because it has replaced a noun. What about long? It will make us live for a long time. Do you remember what we said about when you have a determiner and a noun? Any word that comes in between should be what? Do you remember? Let us try to replace long with other words. We can say, it will make us live for a short time. It will make us live for a brief time, good time, specific time. So this word here is describing time. And you can replace it with these words. In what category are we going to place these words? Obviously, they are adjectives. Now the last one. He spoke concerning the motion. Don't just assume that since the word contains ing, it is a verb. Over here, the verb is spoke and not concerning. Don't guess the word class of a word. Try to find out the function or any of these tests to verify the word class. So over here, he spoke concerning the motion. What words can replace concerning? We can say, he spoke about the motion. He spoke regarding the motion. He spoke on the motion. He spoke in relation to the motion. He spoke against the motion. So what will be the word class of these words? Obviously, they are prepositions. Therefore, in this sentence, concerning is a preposition. This is very easy, right? Yes. Don't just focus on the meaning of the word. Because if you think watch is a noun, in another sentence it will not be functioning as a noun. So you should focus on the function of that particular word. Look at other words that come before and also after the word. You can also check whether there are special suffixes or prefixes before that word. You can use the almighty replacement test to verify the word class of a word. In our subsequent lessons, we will take the word classes one after the other and then discuss them into detail.